welcome to the DMG Third and Wrong YouTube channel. We got a mock draft review. We call it mock doc, but how are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Still doing fantastic.
Perfect. We'll see how you guys are doing after this.
Water. Health is wealth, baby.
So I have no skin in the game in this one. In the first round, Colts traded away first round pick for our boy Carson Wentz.
What in the Carson Wentz was that?
Yep. Love it or hate it, that's just what it is. But we got here a PFF mock draft. We got it from Seth Galina. I honestly don't know who Seth Galina is, but it seems like he does a pretty good mock draft. So
high five.
Hopefully my camera can catch up to me. It is really blurry. Okay. All right. So starting off, this should be a post-Senior Bowl mock draft. And the first sentence here says 0 quarterbacks go in the first round here. So I think that's just a reaction to how the quarterbacks have fared so far this year. It's not looking great yet, but I'm sure some team's going to fall in love with someone eventually.
Before we get to the first pick, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, comment, tell us what you guys think. Tell us who you guys think your team should have picked. Grade what they've done. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. We see that like 85% now. People that are watching the videos aren't subscribed. It's real quick. So.
Yeah.
And it's free. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. And also, you can comment. It's third and wrong. We do get things wrong, so point out whatever we get wrong in your opinion.
Turn it into the skid there.
Yeah. All right, so first pick. Okay, this is a big difference from one of the mock drafts we just recently did. Charles Cross has one of the biggest ranges for the tackles. Looks like he's more of a pure pass protector with the ability to run. What do you say? Run
block.
Run block. Yes, thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mental block, run block, pass block.
It's gonna be a long video, boys.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones. It's 10 o'clock at night for me, so it's past my bedtime. Most people will have Evan Neal here. Charles Cross is worthy offensive tackle number 1. As the first pick overall, I think people are going to lean more towards the Evan Neal and the Ike Ekwonus for their potentials and everything like that. But Charles Cross is definitely worthy to be offensive tackle number 1, in my opinion.
I'm not really a fan.
Yeah,
I think Ekwonu and Evan Neal are both better than Charles Cross. I can see it, I guess, but it's a PFF way of mocking. They always kind of, they live and die by their grades. You can't be mad at it. They made their product.
They're gonna stick with it. I would prefer Evan Neal or Ike Ekwonu. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That saying, all of them are going to go in the top 10 here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's going to be questioned at all.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you can't hate on it. I mean, we use their stuff all the time, so.
Yeah. Number 2, Detroit is going. Oh, Derek Stingley. I don't think any Lions fans is going to rejoice at the sight of Derek Stingley going number 2 here. That's really rich for a cornerback.
Boy. I feel like this is going to be the worst one of the bunch.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of hot takes.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I just don't see him over Evan Neal.
See, in this,
Ekwonu, Aiden Hutchinson,
not going to be better than Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey's the last cornerback to go top 5. That was worth it.
You go edge. The edges have really good, right? Even if they're not.
And do not give the Texans their choice of edge defenders. Like, what the hell? They're going to go Kayvon Thibodeau.
Maybe this one is a good one.
Aiden Hutchinson. It's going to suck.
And
as I said, Aiden Hutchinson. Good night.
I like how they put one clip up. Hold on. I like how they put one clip on the last pick there, and they said, Stingley, CB1. One clip. Okay, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. Sauce
Anyways,
Gardner,
yeah.
whatever.
Aiden Hutchinson is somehow falling into number 3 here. To the Texans, who I don't know why you would ever reward the Texans for doing absolutely everything wrong and give them Aiden Hutchinson. So this just sucks.
I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry. I just another player to bring out what in the Carson Wentz was that plays.
Yeah.
I think it's a great pick. I like it. I mean, with the way it's gone, I think it's a great pick.
This is the first great pick of the draft.
Yeah, I mean it's the best value you'll ever get in this draft. Oh, Evan Neal to the Jets. Okay, that's I think that's one that is also a steal in what we have for our mocking and ranking.
Yeah.
But this is something that could happen anyways if the first 2 picks are Aiden Hutchinson, Thibodeau, all that good stuff. So Evan Neal, Alabama should be popular. I think everyone will like that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Can't be mad at it.
Nope, I like that.
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of, Kyle Hamilton is going to ruffle feathers with Giants picking him, I think.
If Thibodeau's on the board, I can see people getting mad about it, but really, we've said it before, Kyle Hamilton is a unicorn. The guy's amazing. It says safety, which is going to scare people off, but
he's much more than a safety.
Yeah, he does a lot. He's great. So I don't hate it.
No,
yeah, if you're playing him only as a safety, you're failing as a coach.
Yep.
Pound for pound, best player in the draft class.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about the Panthers taking the quarterback here, but let's see what the Panthers do.
Yep.
Okay, so this is why the New York Giants don't like Kyle Hamilton right there. Ike Ekwonu, though, for the Panthers is going to be great. Arguably the best tackle prospect in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a road grader for him. Plus, he has upside as a pass blocker eventually. That's still to be seen. But there's not too many doubters saying that he can't ever do that. Oh, gosh. What is going on? Okay. Tyler Linderbaum.
I've seen a couple takes on this, actually, too.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah,
it's a mock, Yeah. You can
Yeah.
only do so many of them of the same things over and over again. I'm sure, especially with PFF, they do them all the time. I could see it happening.
They do need to strengthen that interior part of their offensive line, so I can see the pick here.
And it correlates with their grades because they gave him like a 95 or 97 percent grade or whatever.
Yeah. Right.
It's just really rich for a center.
Kayvon Thibodeau's on the board, so it's a bad pick.
That's true.
He's here on 7, and you guys
Thibodeau's
passed
gonna
upon him once.
Yeah, I don't know. The Giants need offensive line. I don't think center is the biggest hole. So I don't know. Just seems like a luxury pick at a very high price. And then Falcons go and take KT. That's a no-brainer for them if they're sitting at 8.
Yeah.
And don't have to trade up for KT or anything.
Great pick for him.
Yeah. That's amazing. And then Broncos double up on cornerbacks. I've been saying this every mock draft. I don't know why you're going with a cornerback 2 when you have other positions to fill. Especially where the Broncos are, their strong suit is their secondary.
Yeah.
But no-fly zone is a rich history for them. And like you said, divisional play does matter, and they do need guys that can lock up in that division.
They might be losing 3 of their main linebackers, though.
Yeah, but linebacker is not nearly as important a position as corner are.
Yeah, but
there's not too many cornerback duos that I can think of in recent memory. I think Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey are probably the best duo right now. And they even spend a first-round pick on getting Marcus Peters, I don't think.
Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome.
That's a solid one.
Oh, yeah. They were both first-round picks. But, yeah, I mean...
I will never hate on a Sauce Gardner pick. I think he's a great player.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I'm thinking value-wise, I think it's an interesting pick. But okay, Jets, Drake London. This is also going to be another common mock position, I think, for Drake London.
I like it. It gets him off the board, so the Browns don't have to pick him. He's got potential. He's a big guy. Gives a receiver for Wilson to throw to, which I think is good.
Yeah. Well, and the thing too that's going to be nice about Drake London if they do get him is if Zach Wilson is still scrambling with his head cut off, he'll have a good target to just chuck to. So I think that's a good pick too.
And who did the Jets pick earlier?
Quanu, right?
DT? No, Evan Neal.
Yeah, that's a good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that the Jets are going to go more defense though, but if they do pick these ones, I don't think it's going to be bad. Number 11, Washington Commanders. The
Commies.
I don't see Devin Lloyd to them a lot. Obviously,
no, I don't think I've seen
everyone has them going quarterback here. I don't think I have not seen them take a quarterback here. But I love Devin Lloyd. I think he can fit in a lot of defenses. I think this works. You get more youth in that defense. They're getting a little bit older. So I don't mind it if you're not taking a quarterback. I think this is a good pick.
Yeah, this is clearly a draft of like what they would do, because there's no way a quarterback doesn't go in the top 10.
No, yeah, that's gonna be crazy if this all goes no quarterbacks in the first round. Okay, so number 12, Minnesota Vikings take edge George Karlaftis. He's interesting dude. He's with the Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken,
Purdue.
right? Purdue. Okay, same colors.
It's right there.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is right there.
Oh, I cannot. Dude, I told you, it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, Tennessee
What do you
Titans
guys think of
Colts
this
are
pick,
basically the same thing, same colors. So,
Yeah.
all right, just giving you a hard time.
There you go.
It's an edge rusher. I think he's good. Like you won't get like a perennial superstar out of him, but he'll be an 8 to 9 sack guy every year. Can't hate it.
I think he's more of a tackles for loss edge guy than he is a sack guy.
Which is fair, yeah.
It's just not the sexy stat. Ooh, okay. Cleveland Browns. How do you feel, Gage? How do you feel?
Hey, he's 1B for me. I will take him. Period. He's probably the smoothest route runner in the draft, and by probably he is the smoothest route runner in the draft. You can literally make highlight tapes and then show kids this is how you're supposed to run routes for him. He gets separation like none other, and I've been saying it all year. The Browns lack separation. The Browns were really bad this year. Baker looked awful because he was hurt and played awful. But when you throw a ball and you have to throw it within 2 people every single time because they're always covered, that also doesn't help. So having somebody that can just get open, that's a positive. I mean, it's dumbfounding watching like the NFL and watching teams like run plays and there's a receiver wide open and the guy catches it and he's able to run for like 10 yards. And I'm like, how? Like, how does that even happen? I haven't seen that in years. Like, how does that happen? Like, that shouldn't be a thing that your offense has.
Oh yeah, I like this pick for him too. Stays in Ohio. He'll have a lot of fans carry over with him too.
Yeah, this is like the Browns' sweetheart pick right here. That's what a lot of Browns fans want. They're huge into Ohio State players. I like it.
14th overall pick. That's going to be the Ravens.
Correct.
Yeah, plug in their NFL draft guide. It's actually pretty good. We used it a bit. It's helpful. Give them their plug, their shout out.
Trent McDuffie. I don't know about Trent McDuffie to the Ravens.
He's He's a good player. I think it's a reach for the pick, but I wouldn't want to see him on the Ravens either. That would help their secondary quite a bit, and they've already got.
They did have some injuries there last year, right?
Yeah, like 4. It was like running back and cornerback. They had literally practice squad players at the end of the year.
Yeah. No, I guess I could see this working out for them. Ravens are great with defensive players. I think it's one of the best defensive franchises in the last 20 years.
I don't want to see Carl Loftus here. That's what I'll put that out.
Oh, wow.
Carl Loftus is like a Ravens
dream
player for sure. Yeah, and
you
already got Marlon Humphrey on the outside.
Marcus Peters, is he still there?
Yeah. So having McDuffie as a slot corner.
That's where I see him fitting, but spending number 14 on a slot value-wise is interesting. But hey, shoot your shot it's not a bad move. He can play outside in zone too. Like, he wouldn't be a bad zone coverage.
If the player makes your team better, go for him.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Okay, Eagles. Is this their first pick? Yeah, Jameson Williams. I mean, at least the Chiefs don't get him in this.
That's what I was saying. That's why I was fist bumping. At least he's not going to the Chiefs.
I know Mike is kind of torn up because he wants Jameson Williams quite a bit. But
this draft sucks.
Braylon's still on the board, Mikey.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Mike's back to alive. Back from the dead, baby.
The Zion Johnson one, though, the next one.
Sorry.
Is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a reactionary in a way to the Senior Bowl, which is to be expected. But he's a beast, I would say. He's a guard that has a lot of weight behind him to like move people and everything.
And we see a lot of interior linemen go into the Eagles. So
yeah,
him, Kenyon Green, and Linderbaum are the picks right now going there.
So it's got to be, there's got to be something to it. And like you did say, it's reactionary to the Senior Bowl. This is made, directly after the Senior Bowl. It's a day prior to the 8th of February. So, I don't hate it.
And Jameson Williams with Devontae Smith, that will be interesting. I know they didn't play together at Alabama, but Devontae Smith is going to be your, route you up kind of guy underneath and everything, and he can get down the field. But Jameson Williams is going to take the top off the defenses for Devontae Smith to really get a lot of open space. So that could help Jalen Hurts a lot.
And I don't think the Eagles need traditional, big guy, slot guy, kind of like different kinds of receivers. Because of the way that Jalen Hurts plays, just having two guys like this that just create mad separation. Yeah, that's pretty good for the offense.
Okay, another Jordan Davis to the Chargers. I mean, kind of just gotta beat the sense of this into me, but I mean, if you're going just pure, we gotta get someone to stop the run. This makes a lot of sense. I think he's the best one to do it in the draft altogether. I will still say I prefer Devontae Wyatt.
I love it. I'm a big fan of Jordan Davis. They have the worst defensive line in the NFL. Can't stop the run to save their lives. You got pass rusher already in Bosa. Give Bosa the ability to pass rush by stopping the run. I like Jordan Davis.
Yeah, and that's totally fair.
Mikey's along the boat as well of not liking Jordan Davis as much. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Another wide receiver gone from the potential drafts of Bill O'Brien and the Patriots. Chris Olave, though. Huh?
Another Ohio State boy to New Orleans.
Like I said, they love their Ohio State boys.
Another slant boy. Obviously, he's a lot more than a slant boy. But, But I still love giving that trash talk about Michael Thomas.
Man, I missed that trash talk. I mean, I wish you would play football again so you can start seeing that stuff some more. It's obviously not like entirely true. It's just fun messing with them.
99 overall grade on Madden, Michael Thomas. You gotta love it. But no, I think Chris Olave to the Saints, he'll be a good fit. I think they definitely need help with their wide receiver room, but they have just a lot going on there, like we said before. They're gonna either shed contracts or rework them somehow. They'll most likely get James Williams back, and
Jameis
yeah,
Winston.
Chris Olave will be good.
Oh boy.
I told you I'm terrible after my bedtime.
I can take over for you. Yeah, Mikey's got it. All right, Mikey's got it.
We're good.
Okay. Dude, if Chris Olave runs a 4.3, you'll see him a lot higher. I think he's gonna fly up on boards. But
yeah,
just
there we go. Okay, no Kobe Dean to the Eagles. This just kind of rounds up a great draft for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like Gage said in one of our other mock talks, Eagles are going to be fun to mock draft with because you just have so much you can do. Basically, all you have to do to make Eagles fans happy is get interior offensive line, get an edge, and then a cornerbacker or a linebacker, and you're good to go.
Maybe a receiver in there. They're like
maybe even throw
receivers.
Receiver. Yeah. But yeah, I like this one.
I think he's better than Devin Lloyd. I think he's what you want in the NFL this year or today. Guy's fast as all get out. He can pass rush as a linebacker. He can cover as a linebacker really well. He flies sideline to sideline at incredible speeds. I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, it's a good pick for him.
Well, I don't know if he's better with pass coverage, but as a pass blitzer, he's definitely better than Devin Lloyd. And like you said, he's fast. He'll collect a ton of tackles for the Eagles.
That's a really good reading the gap and then dodging the block.
Yeah.
That's actually really nice.
Steelers. Yeah, so this one, I think people are going to kind of reactionarily step a little bit back off of Bernhard Raimann. He's still got room to grow, but still better than taking Malik Willis. So I like this pick.
I don't. I want him to take a quarterback. Go with like Matt Corral or something.
Yeah.
Mikey, take this one over, boy.
I already saw who it was.
I think it's actually a fairly decent pick, low key.
If
You just got a lot of short slot guys.
If Treylon Burks is still on the board and you take Jahan Dotson over Treylon Burks, you ought to be shot. You ought to be shot. Oh my god.
Just a preference. It probably wasn't going to happen. They have Treylon as like a second round pick. They do not like him. He's like their, I think, like 14th receiver or like 13th receiver or something. Like they do not like him.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what there is to hate about the dude. No. If Treylon Burks is on the board here, you're taking him.
Yeah. Well, we'll move on from Michael's heartache. Give him a couple picks.
Okay. This is an interesting one. Arnold Buchetti is someone that is getting a lot more run in the draft season. He's got a lot of skills. He was it Jason Owe that the Ravens took out of Penn State. They're very similar types where they have a lot of potential ahead of them. I think this is a lot better than them taking a wide receiver at this point. So I like that pick.
I think it's a reach, but
That's
it's
fair.
PFF, so.
Yeah, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's
Auburn,
it's
one of
better.
the worst teams in the SEC. Good job. Out of here.
Mikey's not in a happy place right now.
Okay, Cardinals. This is one that I don't think we've seen in a mock draft, but we had in ours. Is Kyer Elam. I think
Yeah.
it's just more of a size, speed, projection cornerback. He's not small, and he's plenty fast, but he has a lot of man coverage experience.
I
So
don't get it.
Cardinals need it.
Didn't we pick him to the
No, we
Cardinals?
picked him to the Steelers.
The Steelers?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm starting
or
to
the
realize
Ravens maybe.
it was the Steelers. I'm starting to realize why no one's ever heard of this dude before that made this mock draft.
Okay, Cowboys. This is the other side of the coin where people are trying to give Micah Parsons more freedom. David Ojabo is probably the better option over Arnold Buchetti. He's more experienced and still has a high ceiling. Um,
A much
this
higher
would be,
ceiling too.
yeah. I think this would be the pick that the Cowboys would be excited for, especially with your linebackers off the board. So this is our first one that's not Nakobe Dean outside of our own mock draft.
This is my only like quarrel with PFF is like they're so married to their grades that they don't look at really anything else, and that it kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
That's why I take everything that they do with a grain of salt. If you're trying to like, yeah, that's a different story. But I don't mind this.
Yeah.
I think it's a great pick. I would be happy if I was a
Yeah.
Cowboys fan at that point in time. So
Yeah. Buffalo Bills, Devontae Wyatt,
that's a great
Mikey.
pick.
I hate it.
Just pile it on, salt on the wounds.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Mikey's sinking further and further into the chair.
I think it's interesting. I think most people are going to expect him to go with offensive line or a wide receiver here, but I think Devontae Wyatt is a great option. Even Logan Hall as well. They just give him more pieces up there to get after Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't like it for the other reasons, but no, I think this fits well. I think that's a good replacement for Harold Landry, and he's probably going to be better than Harold Landry.
Yeah, he's rising a lot after the Senior Bowl. He did very well. I'll plug it again. Quincy Carrier, he's a Browns YouTuber, but he did a video specifically on defensive linemen and went through all their tape and watched it all. And Jermaine Johnson stood out repeatedly. So
Well, and with Jermaine Johnson, I know he was expected to be drafted higher at the beginning of the year, and then I think Florida State's just awful team this year really tanked his draftability. But yeah, seeing in the Senior Bowl, I don't think you can blame that season on him at all. I don't want to see him coming after Carson Wentz. He's already got enough going on nowadays. But yeah, another good pick. Okay, Buccaneers.
Wow.
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 This guy
Especially after the Senior Bowl.
This guy ought to be shot.
See, okay, so if they're doing this post Senior Bowl and they're reactionary to it, explain to me, outside of Boise State bias, why you take Cleo Shakur over
Treylon Burks.
Traylon Burks, but who's the Jalen Tolbert? Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Better.
Jalen Tolbert was better in the Senior Bowl, and he's got better size for the NFL, and you can play him outside and
Shakir's
inside.
same size.
Khalil Shakur's got shorter arms, and as far as everything I've heard from the Senior Bowl, everyone's saying he's going to be great in the slot, and that's where he projects. But Jalen Tolbert can be moved around across the field. If they were going reactionary to the Senior Bowl, I've heard everyone say Tolbert over Shakir at this point.
This is just an awful pick in general, and I'm a Boise State fan.
this guy ought to be shot.
I'm gonna have you shot against the post. It's a Peaky Blinder reference right there.
Yeah.
I'll have you shot against the post. I love Khalil Shakir in the third round. Again, like problem PFF. There's some there's some things that they do that I really don't like, and then there's also like position groups when it comes to the overall rankings that I just will not respond to in any way, shape, or form. Wide receiver is one of them, and running back. Those are like the two that, like, no matter what, I hate. They're just not good. This is again them just going with like their numbers, and it'll look really good because Khalil Shakir produces like none other. Guy is a monster, but he played in the Mountain West.
In the slot.
Yeah, well, he was the best player on our team. He did everything, which is great. But he didn't really play in the slot. He played everywhere. Like he can play outside. He'll be like in the NFL. He'll be a really good slot receiver, right? But like he can play outside. He's got size. He does have probably the best body control. Yeah. In the draft for wide receivers. Like if you go watch his highlights, the way that like it's quite incredible. Like a ball will be thrown behind him, which happened all the time because Hank Bachmeier's just awful. Like when his eyes lock onto a ball and he jumps for it, like his entire body, it doesn't matter where it's at, just kind of floats to it somehow. Like his eyes and hands go where it's supposed to be, and then the body follows in any way, shape, or form. Like it doesn't restrict him. It's really well. This is an awful pick. Awful.
Anyways.
Like in the first round.
Yeah.
Awful. But I mean, he's a baller. I want the Browns to get him like the third, fourth round. I think he's going to continue to rise in the combine when people can see his like actual speed. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the pick in where it's at, but it's good.
This is the first one where we haven't seen a defensive lineman for the Packers. Trevor Penning should be higher than this, honestly, but I think the Packers would be excited to have him. Potential replacement for Bakhtiari if he decides to give up the reins there that he has. But I like Trevor Penning a lot.
Yeah, this is an interesting. This mock draft is rather interesting. I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah. 29. We got Treylon Burks to Miami because of course. Because of course.
like all Mikey aside, I totally forgot for a second that the Dolphins are even his division. But that right there, like Jalen Waddle and Treylon Burks together, that's a really good combination. I'd have to say that would be a really good pick for them. I hope he doesn't. I just hope Treylon doesn't fall past 13.
Oh.
Mikey,
once again, this guy ought to be shot. This guy's out of his goddamn mind, bro. Oh my god. Oh, no wonder. How does he have a job? I could have a job. Oh my god,
for the Dolphins, dude. This is a great pick.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely pick for the Dolphins. Oh my god, I'm so done. Can I rage quit this video?
Do whatever
whatever
will make you happy.
Lord, bro. Sorry, that's just that's frustrating. The disrespect on Treylon Burks is unacceptable.
Just wait till the combine, Mikey. Just wait till the combine when he starts blowing people out of the water with some freak numbers.
Good. I hope this Sean Gilligar, whatever the is, doesn't matter anyways. Dude's trash. Hope he eats his words here.
That's like 4 now, Mikey, in one video. I don't think we can have that many. Okay.
I'll cut him out.
So moving on, the Kansas City Chiefs do a little bit more predictable here and get cornerbacks so that they can actually compete with the Bengals.
This guy had one smart pick this whole time.
Good job. And it's not freaking Jameson Williams, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay, 31, Detroit Lions. So this guy has the Bengals winning the Super Bowl, but Lewis seems very interesting safety option here. I think Brisker is probably going to be people's kind of go-to in this situation, but I think it goes.
I think it's a reach. I don't think I'd go him.
No, but
again, Numbers.
Whoever can bite kneecaps off is the pick here. So,
Can't use that. Right.
but no,
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know who else I would go with other than some form of edge, since you just did not want Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau at all. So
Let's just get this draft over with at this point.
Bagels go Kenyon Green, great. They get offensive lineman. That's all they're gonna do in this first round, anyways. So yeah, Mike is done, checked out, and
look, this is one of the worst ones I've seen in a while.
He's putting down his hit list right now.
Yeah, this dude's at the top.
You just made the list. He's got that Lily list going on. You just made the list.
But yeah, no. Overall, grade wise, I'm gonna drop this one down to a solid B. It's just reactionary and just throwing a lot of spaghetti on the wall.
This is D for me. Stuck. D material all the way through. Some good picks, some smart picks, but a lot of really questionable. The Khalil Shakir in the first round really just was like wow, okay.
Yeah.
I can't. And this is coming from a Boise State fan. He's just not a first round talent, period.
He's not. But Mike is gonna give this a K for kill.
Yeah. This is a D minus.
Only
because hit the like button. Had some decent picks.
Hit the like button. It'll help Michael's depression.
Yeah.
And go.
The one that will
comment how bad this was in your opinion, or if it was good.
Yeah.
Let us know who you would draft.
I know who I'd draft.
Yeah. Also, just do something on this. React somehow. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But just doing something helps us out. And we're gonna be putting more mock talks out here. Seems like you guys like those ones, so we'll be putting more content out. We might even do an updated mock draft for ourselves. But yeah, keep an eye out for what we're gonna be dropping here soon. Peace.
Deuces.